Indonesia has millions of hectares of fertile soil for farming and plantation. Tobacco is among Indonesia's plantation products that is known internationally. Tobacco farming is a tradition that was inherited by our ancestors since a long time ago. The tobacco sector is among the 10 priority industries of Indonesia. It also contributes significantly to the government's excise revenue. 90% is used as the raw material of the cigarette industry in Indonesia. About 200,000 hectares of land is used for tobacco plantation. Farmers rely on tobacco during the dry season because tobacco is the only crop that survives. Tobacco farmers profit significantly from tobacco during harvest time. Tobacco price can be equal or even exceed the price of gold. That's why tobacco is sometimes called green gold.
Saya bergelut di dunia tembakau itu kurang lebih sudah 21 tahun. Dan kebetulan merupakan hal yang turun-temurun dari nenek moyang. Saya merasa bangga sekali menjadi petani tembakau. Karena kami rasakan di tembakau itu melebihi penghasilan daripada yang lain.
During the last 5 years, the tobacco industry has employed more than 6 million people, including farmers, manufacturers, sales and distribution. The number of tobacco farmers is nearly 2 million people. Another well-known plantation commodity of Indonesia is clove. Cloves are the original plants of Indonesia, mostly used as the main material of kretek, a trademark of Indonesian cigarettes. Clove plantations exist mainly in Sulawesi, Banda Island, Java and Sumatra. Most clove plantations are smallholder farms. Government and private enterprises own very little of them. When harvest comes, one clove tree generates about 500,000 rupiah profit. The periods before and during the harvest season see many employment opportunities open. A hectare of land usually involves 20 to 30 workers. During harvest, a host of harvest activities commence, ranging from preparation to sale. Labor is needed to help during these harvest activities, including pickers, those who separate the flower from the stem, clove collectors, and others. Tobacco and cloves are the main raw materials to make kretek cigarettes. Kretek cigarettes are unique to Indonesia and part of the nation's culture. Of all cigarettes in the Indonesian market, more than 90% are kretek cigarettes. The Indonesian kretek cigarettes are unique for their distinctive taste and the fact that they are made by hand. Naturally, hundreds of thousands of people are employed in the cigarette industry. Most work to make or hand-roll kretek cigarettes. There are hundreds of kretek cigarette makers in Indonesia. They include local producers and large manufacturers. The cigarette industry creates very significant economic multiplier effects. Despite the significant contributions of the tobacco industry to state revenue and employment, it has been at the receiving end of incessant pressure by some groups. The main reason for this is the negative health impacts of smoking. This controversy has started to affect the tobacco manufacturing industry in Indonesia. The controversy has caused concern among tobacco and clove farmers and local workers, factory workers. Millions of tobacco and clove farmers and cigarette factory workers could lose their livelihood.
Ya khawatir Pak, jangan ditutup Pak. Ini pabriknya aja, ini sudah Sabtu Minggu kerja, 2 minggu enggak Pak.
To preserve the Indonesian tobacco industry, The Indonesian Tobacco Community Alliance, or Amti, was formed on 25 January 2010 in Jakarta. This independent organization was established by an agreement of different parties, including the Indonesian Tobacco Farmers Association, the Indonesian Clove Farmers Association, the cigarette, tobacco, food and drink sectors of the Indonesian Workers' Union, the Indonesia White Cigarette Manufacturers Association, PTHM Sampurna, and the Indonesia Tobacco Association. Amti also enjoys the support of other professional organizations such as the Indonesian Farm Union and Farm Youth, HKTI. Amti is also in partnership with prominent tobacco stakeholders, Small and Medium Tobacco Manufacturer Association, Tobacco Trader Association, Consumer Association. At the moment, Amti intensively holds campaigns about the importance of the tobacco industry in Indonesia through print and electronic media.
Regulasi itu harus berimbang gitu. Dalam hal RPP misalnya, saya sepakat bahwa RPP itu untuk melindungi mereka yang tidak merokok, tapi aturan itu tidak boleh mematikan industri, tidak boleh mematikan petani tembakau dan stakeholdernya.
Amti also gives input to the government regarding comprehensive and balanced cigarette industry regulations. Amti is introduced internationally through the World Tobacco Asia Forum. Amti rejects Articles 9 and 10 of FCTC because it endangers the future of kretek as a cultural heritage of Indonesia. Amti rejects FCTC's recommendations for Articles 17 and 18 on conversion of tobacco cultivation. Amti also participates in community and social activities in many regions of Java.